Yeah, so original plan was to go out with Captain Ryan Harrington today and go offshore, get some hogfish and anything else we can find out there. However, plans change and we decided to make today an inshore day. So, Ryan, going inshore fishing today. What's our plan today?
Yeah, we're just gonna have fun. You know, it's just a fun day. It's not a tournament, so we're not having to deal with certain species. We're just gonna bend rods and go see what we can find, but there's a bunch of trout, Spanish mackerel, might even get some grouper inshore. So we're just gonna, have fun out here.
Awesome, man. Looking forward to it.
Definitely. So as a full-time guide, one of the things you have to do is be able to turn a game plan on a dime. Whether it's plan A doesn't work, you go to B or C, so you just switch it up, make it a smooth, easy transition as quick as you can, and start catching fish. All right, today's one of those days we can probably prove that artificial bait will outfish live bait. And again, these mere little johns are one of my favorite lures to throw. Really basic setup here. We're just gonna do a loop knot to an 1/8 ounce jig head. So just a simple overhand knot here. Go through the eye of the hook. This is one of my favorite knots. It's almost too easy. Once you get this down, you can tie it in the dark. You can tie it with your eyes closed. Just go back through that loop there, tighten it up, and one more overhand and you're done. This knot is secure. And just attach that to a root beer little john here. You can throw that in anywhere from 4 inches of water to 40 foot of water if you can get it to the bottom, work it anywhere in the water column. Great bait, mimics a shrimp, and you'll catch a lot of different species on it. Yeah, one of the species that's an easy fallback would be your speckled trout, your spotted sea trout. They're plentiful, they're on every flat from 4 to 6 feet of water, so they're pretty accessible no matter where you are fishing. The other thing too is they'll eat live bait, artificials. You have a bunch of different things you can throw to trout to get them to eat, a bunch of different zones. If you come across a pothole or any kind of color change in the water, it's usually trout sitting in there. There he is right there, I told you I saw him. This one's staying down, it might have a different species here. Look at that, gag grouper, 4 foot of water. Whoop. The cool thing about these little inshore gags, they'll do the same thing as redfish. I don't know if you can see in the lighting, but they get blue tips on their tail here. So what that shows is that the fish is eating a lot of shrimp and crabs. The iodine and crustaceans will actually turn their tails blue. So it's a good indicator, and the lures we're throwing now mimic a shrimp, so that's what he was targeting. Fun little guy. That's a trout. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Cormorant's ready for you.
Gulfport Air Force.
Then, Ryan, how big do they have to be to keep?
So these guys have to be 15 inches to keep, and it's a good species to target in the wintertime.
Okay.
There's trout here year round, but in the summertime, you'll catch a bunch of trout, but a lot of them are gonna be undersized. Even if you do get a keeper, there's not much meat to them. In the wintertime, they kind of fatten up and get a lot bigger. So that guy's probably 13 inches, not quite a keeper, but there's some bigger ones in here.
One of the biggest challenges of a charter captain is to expect the unexpected and to always have a plan B, C, and D. And today we were able to execute on that plan B, C, and D of really taking a quick pivot, staying closer to home, staying in the bay, and still having an amazing day, having some great catches.
I was looking at it, there he goes. There he is, he was looking right at it. Almost feels like another grouper. A little more size to him. Yep, another grouper. Pretty one. Oh, he just spit up a bait. Hungry little guy. Yeah, it's kind of a fun bycatch. We're literally trout fishing with artificials. The last thing anyone would expect is a grouper. But we get these little gag groupers, and we're only in 4 foot of water on the grass. Quite a few of them around in the wintertime. Fun fish to target. This is obviously just a little guy at fun size. But we do get them in the bay up to 32, 33 inches. Good quality fish. You would definitely want to be more tackled up for some of those. We're just trout fishing now, but Tampa Bay has a really good inshore grouper fishery. So I'm real big on the conservation here in Tampa Bay. We have better years than others as far as your water quality, things we can't control. There's also a lot of things that we can control as a guide or a recreational fisherman. Things like picking up a piece of trash in the idle zone, or things like your catch limits. FWC has pretty fair limits on some fish. I don't agree with all of them. Some are too low, some are too high, but regardless,
What I like to do personally or for my clients is catch the limit that I know they can eat or I can eat. Organizations like Captains for Clean Water, Tampa Bay Waterkeeper, there's plenty of them. Those are two of the ones that do a great job here in Tampa Bay and in the state of Florida, keeping our waters clean for our generation and future generations. So whether you're on or off the water, I love supporting companies like that, organizations that really do their part when we're off the water and not doing it ourselves.
So one of our core values at HH Insurance is really, how do we make the world a better place and how do we really live in our value of contribution? So what we do at HH Insurance is we have three main areas that we focus on, which is the environment, feeding people in need, and helping with housing. So the way that we do that is we support organizations like Captains for Clean Water, Tampa Bay Waterkeeper financially, but we also have our team show up and volunteer.
Hi guys, Macy with HH Insurance out at Crescent Park. Cleaning up the community is one of our core values here at HH Insurance. Feel free to step up and give back as well.
And so one of the things that we're actually doing this week is doing a cleanup at Crescent Lake Park and, just cleaning up trash that ends up in storm drains. And so really doing our part to, make our community and our state a better place.
We have a number of activities we put people on. We have canoes, so we take them out in the lake and they can pick up the garbage and debris that comes in with the stormwater that feeds the lake. We also go around into the neighborhoods around the lake to pick up the debris that will potentially wash into the lake and thereby preventing entanglement and endangerment issues with wildlife. We also have some restoration areas around the lake that we're taking out invasive plants and weeds. So we divide people up into different activities so everybody can have a fun time and at the same time make a big impact on the environment.
Going with Ryan, big thing is the versatility. So we started on the grass flats and then ended up going over to fish some docks. Now on a 34-foot boat, not always the easiest thing to do to maneuver around outriggers, hardtops, anything along those lines. However, with Ryan's expertise, being able to navigate us to the docks, hold us tight on the spot lock, and really help us, land some nice fish. I think we had our biggest trout actually shifting over from the flats into the dock. Right, what's our game plan here?
Yeah, so we're fishing docks here. We found a good dock with a lot of barnacles and growth on it. There should be some sheep's head. A lot of times you can see them kind of coming up top and sight cast them. If you don't see them, basically our strategy right now is to throw it close to the piling and let the shrimp, it's just a free line shrimp on a 4/0 circle hook, just letting that sink down the pilings. When they see it, they usually turn around and eat it. So it'll be a real fast tap that you'll feel, start reeling, but they're a good fight. They're actually good eating, good fish tacos out of them. Uh-oh. Oh, a snook? Oh, now we have to go red fishing. Yes, we're in here hitting these docks for sheep's head, but we're throwing shrimp, and the nice thing about shrimp is anything eats it. Here's a good example, a keeper-sized trout under a dock on a shrimp, but you can catch snook, trout, redfish, sheep's head, flounder. Any species you'll get on the flats will be here in these docks, and if you throw a shrimp, anything will eat it. So, prime example right there, good-sized trout.
Awesome.
So our fishing day kind of wrapped up here this afternoon. We were headed back to the dock, but I don't claim the fishing day to be over until the boat's back on the lift. You always have to be prepared. You don't know what's going to pop up at any given time. So on our way back, I always look at every crab trap buoy, no matter what. There could be triple tail sitting on there. Sure enough, just outside the marina on the way in, there was a nice triple tail sitting right there. Gave us a good shot. We turned around and see what happens.
You on?
Got him. Let's go. Yes.
It's actually decent too.
Yeah. Triple tail. That's really the key. Just ran all these buoys here today. Finally found one that had a triple tail on them. Yeah, so we another species to target here is just running all these crab trap buoys, and these triple tails sit sideways up on a buoy. So we looked at a few traps, didn't take long, and this guy had one hanging on him. So there he is.
Ryan, one of your favorite fish to eat?
I love these. Yeah, it's a real good. It's a white flaky fish like a grouper would be, but it's real thick. That guy's not a keeper, but if he was 18 inches, that fish right there would probably feed 4 people.
Awesome. And typically wintertime fish?
Yeah, I call it triple tail season, like stone crab season, so October through May. It just gives you more areas where they're gonna be hanging on these trap buoys. So sure enough, we ran all these traps and this guy was just hanging out up top. We were able to sight cast to him. You got to be careful holding them because they have spikes all over them. They have a really sharp gill plate that hangs out here.
Okay.
Obviously they're sharp dorsals, then they have sharp anal fins too, so be real careful grabbing them.
So Ryan, good day out there. Different than original expectation, ended up staying inshore, but great multi-species day.
Yeah, it's fun. We bent rods all morning and just had a good time. This is our 5th species, so we made it work in here and had a great day. It was fun.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Great times with you.
Yeah.
You know, so today was really a different day from our typical style. You know, typically we're going out, we're seeing, you know, how far we can go, what limits we can push. And today was really more about, you know, relaxing, connecting, having a good time. We were able to bring my wife Bree with us, as well as Joe, who's our Vice President of Homeowner Sales, and his fiance Annalise. And so, you know, really just a great day of having some, you know, connecting with them compared to, you know, just seeing how far we can push the limits on the boat.